Good morning students. In this video, we are going to discuss about the topic crop production and management. All the green plants make their own food by the process called photosynthesis. Animals and humans cannot make their own food. So, they are directly or indirectly depending on plants. Why we need food? Food only providing the energy so which is necessary for carrying out the various body functions. Population is increasing continuously, so it makes the largest demand for the food. So the farmers are facing the challenges of producing the sufficient crop for both quality as well as quantity. So the agricultural research institutions are developing the new technology to help the farmers to increase the productivity by means of quality as well as quantity. So in this video we are going to learn about the agricultural practices. Agriculture is the backbone of our country. Ever since the Green Revolution, we are cultivating different types of crops. What do you mean by Green Revolution? So that means adapting the modern methods and technologies like high yielding varieties of seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, tractor and irrigation methods like that. So it was founded by the scientist M.S. Swaminathan. Because of the adaptation of the Green Revolution only, we can able to provide the what is the record level increased demanding level. So in our country we are following the three categories of crops. They are kharif crops, rabi crop and zaid crop. Kharif crop means the crops which are sown in the rainy season. So the plants are sown in the rainy season, that means from the month of June to September. So they are called kharif crops. Paddy, maize, soya beans, groundnut, cottons or kharif crops. The next one is rabi crops. The crops grown in the winter season. That means from the October to March. So they are called as a rabi crops. Wheat, grams, pea, mustard, linseeds. So these are the rabi crops. The next one is zaid crop. The zaid crop is otherwise called as a summer crop because it was grown in the summer season. So muskmelon, watermelon, cucumber are the examples of the zaid crops. Based on their uses or utility, crops are classified as food crops, fodder crops, fiber crops, oil crops and ornamental crops. Food crops means mainly for the human consumption for getting energy. So mainly paddy, wheat and maize like grams are the food crops. Fodder crops are used for the livestock consumption. That means cow, sheep, goat. So they are all fed by these kind of crops like sorghum, millets. Like these are the things is coming under the fodder crops. Fiber crops means they are mainly used for the textile industry for making the fabrics, that is the dress materials. So mainly the cotton plant, cannabis, jute, then flax. So these are the fiber crops, as well as they are used for the cordage, that means the ropes used for shipping. Oil crops are useful in the human consumption as well as the industrial purpose. Sunflower, groundnut, sesame and palm. So they are called as the oil crops. Ornamental crops means they are utilized for gardening. Croton, bougainvillea. So like they have a wonderful colors. So they are used as the ornamental crops. Thus these are all the classification of crops based on their uses. Next we are going to discuss the basic practices of crop production. So crop production involves the different activities like plugging, sowing, applying the fertilizers, harvesting, seed storage like that. So first we are going to see the soil preparation. Soil preparation is the important step in the agricultural process. Soil preparation means we have to loosen the top of the soil. So the loosened soil only helping the growth of the earthworm as well as soil microbes. So the plants absorb the water, minerals, nutrients and air from the soil through the roots. So the loosened soil is important So it is essential to prepare the soil in a proper way to start the cultivating practice. This process is ploughing, or otherwise it is called as a tilling. So by means of this process, the soil will be loosening. So the soil will move up and down. So it makes the availability of the nutrition to the plant, the root zone itself. So here they are using the tractor to loosening the soil. So these are the important agriculture tools, that is plough, hoe and cultivator. Plough is mainly used for tilling the soil, to add the fertilizer to the crop, then removing the waste materials, weeds. Weeds means unwanted plants. So from the field we have to remove the weeds and waste materials. So plough is made up of wood and it is drawn by the pair of bulls or horses, even horses they can use. So it contains a strong and sharp triangular iron strip that is called as a plough share. The main part of the plough is long wood, so that is called as a plough shaft. The other end is attaching to the beam which is placed on the bull's neck. So the plough contains the three parts: plough share, plough shaft and the beam which is attached in the bull's neck. So this is about the plough. The second one is a simple tool, that is a hoe, which is used to till the land, that by means of removing the weeds and digging up the soil. So it has the long wooden rod and it having the bent iron plate. So they are used for the agricultural tilling. The third one is cultivator. The cultivator is driven by the tractor. Cultivators are used to kill the weed. Weed means unwanted plants. So they dig up the unwanted vegetation available in the field. So nowadays ploughing is done by the tractor driven cultivator. The tractor driven cultivator saves the labor as well as the time. So after the ploughing, the top soil is loosened. So the leveling of soil is done by means of the leveler. So the leveler is a heavy wooden or otherwise iron plank. Plank means just like a palagai, mara palagai or otherwise irumbu palagai. So leveling of the field helps to uniform distribution of the water during the irrigation process. So the leveling is done by the iron plank or wooden plank. Then manuring. Manuring means adding the manure to the soil. So manure means it contains the many nutrients that was required by the growth of the plants. To increase the fertility of the soil, so we have to add the manure to the soil even before the sowing. So even before the sowing of the seeds, we can add the manure to increase the fertility of the soil. So that will be properly incorporated into the soil. So application of green manure and farmyard manure will increase the growth as well as the yield of the crop. So once the soil preparation is over, we can go for the sowing of the seeds. Sowing is the actual process of planting. That means the seeding in the soil. So the seeds that are shown to the selected very carefully to have a high quality. So various methods will be present. That is sowing by means of hand, sowing drill as well as the dibbling method. Sowing by hand means the scattering of the seeds by the hand. This is the simplest method of sowing. So as well as it is the most economical method of sowing seed. Dibbling means the placement of seed material in a furrow, pit or a hole, predetermined spacing with a dibble. So they are more economically by hand. So we are placing the seed one by one. So the soil around the hole is pressed with the hand or leg for moist soil in contact. So this is called as the dibbling method. Seed drill is the modern method, so which was attached to the tractor. So the seed drill is more efficient. So comparing to the sowing by means of hand, so the seed drill is helping the uniform. It will be uniformly scattering, uniformly placing all the seeds. So equal intervals as well as in the correct depth in the soil. So this is about the sowing of seeds. Adding the manure and fertilizers. So they are enhances the fertility of the soil. Fertility means it will be the inherent capacity of the soil. So it will be supplying the nutrition to the crop plant in adequate amount and suitable proportion. So plant வளர்றதுக்கு தேவையான எல்லா நியூட்ரியன்ஸும் கரெக்டான ப்ரொபோர்ஷனில் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு பேர் தான் fertility. ஸோ அந்த சாயிலில் அந்த கெப்பாசிட்டியை வர வைக்கிறது by means of manure and fertilizer. So nutrients are essential for the growth of the plants. The nutrients will be provided by the manure and fertilizer. Manure is an organic substance, so which was obtained from the decomposition of the plants and animals wastes. So plant oda waste, animal oda wastes irundhu form ஆகிறது தான் manure. So farmers they are dump the plant and animal wastes in a pit. ஒரு pit form பண்ணி அதில் எல்லா வேஸ்டஸையும் போட்டு அது டீகம்போஸ்ட் ஆகும் by means of the microorganism that is called as a organic manure. Fertilizer means they are a substance, they are produced by the chemicals like urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So they are the synthetic fertilizers. So they are significantly improving the quantity of the food available, but they have some environmental problem. Both fertilizers and manure, they are increasing the crop protection. The productivity was increased by means of fertilizer as well as manure. But manure it will be eco-friendly, easily degraded in the environment. But fertilizers, so the continuous use of the fertilizer can causes the environmental problem. It makes the soil pollution. So these are all about the fertilizers and manure. Thank you children.